In this video, I will showcase the new Logia Gasu Gasu No Mi. At the end of the video, I'll explain how to use this fruit effectively and my overall thoughts on Gasu. Gasu comes with 3 different passives. The first is that you are now a Logia user, so you can't take damage from anything unless they have armament haki active or they are using a fruit. The second passive is that you gain full immunity to all forms of poisons. This includes the passive from the fungi race, or just from other Gasu users. For the third passive, for every 3 seconds that goes by, create a small toxic cloud that poisons enemies that are in it. Let's move on to the abilities. For the Z move, you shoot a cloud of poisonous gas towards the cursor of your mouse. If you manage to hit the enemy, you deal direct damage and you poison the enemy as well. Additionally, the size of the cloud scales with your fruit level. The higher the fruit stat, the bigger the cloud will be. Now for the Y move, you ignite all clouds of gas that are close to your character. This also includes your passive clouds and other clouds from any other abilities. Note that the explosion itself can also ignite other clouds of gas, so you can get this cool domino effect. Alright, moving on to the X move, shoot a bullet of lit gas that explodes on impact. Upon impact, you poison the enemy, and it also ignites all other gas clouds around it. Alright, so on to the C move, you create a massive cloud of flammable gas around yourself, and create a massive explosion when ignited. Once again, the size of the cloud scales with your fruit stat. This is future me, and I just wanted to say that while I was editing this video, the developer decided to change the cloud's function. It now does damage over time, and it inflicts poison. So, yeah. And now for the V move. When you press V, you transform into a giant gas entity. And in this form, all melee punches and heavy attacks will create a cloud of poisonous gas, which can be ignited. Also, the clouds and the punch will inflict poison to the enemy. The reason why I say this is because you can actually stack the poisons. You can stack up to a maximum of 6 poisons with Gasu, and the damage increases with your fruit stat. Note that the duration of the clouds lasts for about 8 to 10 seconds, and this includes the other moves as well. Now onto my thoughts on Gasu. Now I'm not gonna lie to you, I thought this fruit was really underwhelming when I first used it. And it appears I wasn't the only one with this opinion. The explosion itself does pretty low damage compared to other Logias, but after a few hours of experimenting, Gasu can deal some decent damage, when used correctly of course. The main priority is to quickly stack up to 6 poisons, then ignite multiple clouds with either the Y or the X move. So if you don't have the V move unlocked, the fruit is going to be a bit underwhelming. But what I typically do is activate V, rush in, and use the C move, then use my M1s to create even more gas clouds. Then I quickly use the X move to ignite all those clouds. This will result in some decent burst damage and some additional poison damage on top of that. If you have Observation or Conqueror's haki active, then it will be a lot more easier. The combination of poison and explosions is how you deal the most damage with this fruit. But even so, there are some problems that I have with this. The first problem is that you have to get really close to your enemy to hit them with your M1s. Second, the V move's clouds are pretty small, so it's easy for any NPC to walk out of it. If they do move out of your clouds, then you're going to lose some of your damage. But if you do manage to hit the enemy with all those clouds, then you're going to have a fun time. Overall though, is this the best Logia? No it isn't. Is it the worst? No. When used correctly, you can deal some decent damage. But I think currently, there are better Logias in the game than Gasu that excel in damage. Anyways, I hope this video has been helpful to you guys. I tried something new in this video, which is explaining how to use the fruit. I'm not really sure if it's any good or not, but let me know if I should do this with any other fruits in the future. And that is about it for this video. So I hope you guys stay safe during these tough times, and have a good day.